What up, Diancho? Back with another trade video here. Today's gonna be Friday's trade recap. Basically, gonna be breaking down on why I took the trade and how I take my trade. So, right on over here, you can see we're on Nasdaq. I'm gonna mark up New York session open, so that's gonna be 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. After I mark that up, I'm gonna go to our higher time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour is which I do my markings. So right here, you can see that we have a high time frame liquidity right here on our 4 hour time frame. Right here we have a low side, sell side liquidity right here for the 4 hour time frame. And then for our 1 hour, I kind of had kept the same thing, but I did mark out this 1 hour imbalance in which I had interest in, which did play out quite amazing for us. So now that the market is open, I'm gonna let it do its breathing a little bit. I like to give the market at least about like 20 to 30 minutes, into the market opening until I'm interested in taking a trade, which is also going to align with my macro time. So here you can see that we let the market open. Bam, we're gonna have our liquidity that was hit. We had taken these out, all while coming into all-time highs. Once again, we've been ranging into all-time highs, coming back down, going back up, creating even bigger all-time highs. So obviously, right away, I'm interested in taking sells. I'm not too big on wanting to take the highs unless, we did have some low side liquidity being swept. But as far as this, with the market open being high time frame, buy side liquidity being swept, sells is the way to go. So we did have that market open. Here we're coming into about 9:50, which is going to be my macro time. So I'm interested in seeing the bearish price action come into play. You can see we're getting it here a little bit. We actually had the first break of structure here. We have our 5-minute time frame break of structure here. So now that I see the liquidity sweep happening first, I see a 5-minute break of structure to the downside. I'm interested in seeing any retracements or any confluences that go along with my bias. So on over here, I'm going to drop down. Actually, let's rewind this just a little bit because I want you guys to see how it happened. So we have liquidity sweep, we have 5-minute break of structure, and obviously you can see all this bearish price action that we have here. I had marked up this inverse fair value gap here, and then I had also marked up this one up here as well. Actually, we're going to scratch this one. All right, so at this point, I'm looking for a retracement to have more confirmation that this trade is going to go to the downside. Let me make sure that I mark all this up, that way you guys know exactly what it is that I look for when trading. Okay, beautiful. So we continue to have that bearish movement. Here, I mark out a fair value gap, not knowing if it's going to come in here, touch equilibrium and go down, or if it's going to come into here. But one key thing I'm going to say while I let this play out is, once it comes into here, okay, you can see how it disrespects it. I need to see bearish candles coming out of that as far as confirmation to know that, okay, this is where orders were filled. This imbalance was respected. All right, bet. Now we're going to the downside. Because if not, we could see it may have came into equilibrium here. It may have came into some equilibrium here along with touching this fair value gap. And remember, equilibrium, the difference is just buying prices at the discounted price range compared to a premium. So if I'm looking for sales, I want to take sales into this box, into this 50% price range right here, because then I'm buying at a discounted price. If not, if I were to be taking them down here, I'm buying at a premium. If a loaf of bread is $5 at Walmart and then it's $2 at fucking Food for Less, I'm going to go to Food for Less. Same bread, different price, But we could see that it was disrespected here. All right, bam. This is gone. This is deleted. Don't need it. It was disrespected. Now I'm interested in seeing this inverse fair value gap. All right. Now I'm going to play this. I'm going to see how this plays out. All right, bam. Bam. Right there. Once it came into this inverse fair value gap, in which I had also had my break of structure, my 5-minute break of structure in here as well. Now I'm really interested. All right, all while at the same time, let me mark out this high right here and this low down here. Now, what is this? We're in a discounted price. So let's mark it out real quick. Liquidity sweep, 5-minute breakup structure. We had our equilibrium retracement in which we had taken a trade at a discounted price. We had a 1-minute breakup structure, and we had respected the inverse fair value gap. This candle right here was more than enough confirmation for me to enter into this trade. So I had actually entered this trade at a 10:15, 10:14 candle. As soon as this one had formed and broke straight out, that's when I had entered. So let me mark that out right here. This was my entry. A little bit below that 5-minute breakup structure, but like I said, I need to have more confirmation and a retracement back to the downside in order to know that this trade is going bearish. I don't like to just enter trades just strictly off of a 5-minute breakup structure. I want to go down to a lower time frame and have some confirmation. So right over here, stops right here. Targets. This was a target of mine. That liquidity, that low side liquidity that we had created as far as from our retracement. Down over here as well. This was actually gonna be my this was my final TP here for the day. You could see. Oh, whoa! How we get there? There we go. You can see here, it's in a. Why is it doing that? It's in this 1 hour imbalance. This 1 hour imbalance had caught my eye right here. I could have had just put my stops right under over had seen that this candle over here had already been swept this, so I was definitely my interest was into this 1 hour imbalance, which actually had played out quite beautiful. This right here was also my partials right here along with my break even. So let's see how this trade had played out. Another thing too that I like to do during my trades is I'll mark out more confluences as it goes. Just the way I can have more confidence throughout my trade. You know? All we're doing is just filling imbalances. That's all we're doing. Absolute fucking banger trade, bro. Banger trade. And honestly, I could have kept holding. I could have kept holding right here and I didn't. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I won my trade. We actually came in here and filled this midday gap. That's what we did do. You can see. That's what we did right there. Sorry, I just put an equilibrium right over there, but you're going to see that's what we did. We just came in to fill that midday gap. And then from there, what happens? Back up to the upside. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give a quick little breakdown on my Friday trade. Great way to end the week. 4K up on that trade. My bad, my shit ain't cut out. But like I said, that was Friday's morning open trade session. Great way to end the week. I'm looking forward to making more videos like this. It's actually kind of fun. It's one of these things where I know how to trade and I know what I'm doing, but teaching it and talking about it for a video is kind of different. So bear with me. I'm kind of getting the gist of it and everything like that. But if you guys are wanting more videos like this, let me know. Follow the socials, CTRL Trading on TikTok and Instagram. You know, we're going to start pushing out a lot of content within this next year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Along with just trading, improving trading overall. And then I also consider this like some documentation for me as well. It's pretty cool. Appreciate y'all coming out. It's your boy D Huncho. Looking forward to seeing y'all on the next vid. Peace. Follow me on the gram. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah.